Pleased to be joined right now by the young defensive lineman of the New England Patriots, Dominique Easley, with us here on SiriusXM NFL Radio. Dominique, it's Zig and Alex. How are you this morning?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, go Gators, Dominique. Great to talk to a fellow Gator. Absolutely love it, and I love what you're doing in the community. Coming up July 18th in 2015, of course, Hormel Stadium, Medford, Massachusetts, holding an offensive and defensive skills camp. Have some great sponsors as part of this. Modell Sporting Good. You got Chick-fil-A. This is a big-time event for ages 6 to 17. And one of the things this is going to help proceed is fibromyalgia research and trying to prevent this horrible disease from continuing. Dominique, you have a very personal story as far as your knowledge and I don't want to say relationship, but how fibromyalgia has affected your family. Do you mind sharing that with us?
Yeah, my sister actually has an illness. It started when she was 11 years old, and back in 2010. She goes through excruciating pain where sometimes she's not even able to get up out of the bed and function. She misses weeks of school. And, just seeing a 16-year-old, now that she's 16, go through that much pain, and even worse when she was 11, is, just hurtful that you can't really do nothing about it or help her in any type of way.
You think the fact you're obviously a celebrity and the fact that it gains a little more attention helps your cause for your sister?
Yeah, in some cases, I'm more out there with it. So, I'm hoping that it sucks that just because I play football, people listen more. But I'm hoping that just because I play football, people will listen more.
Yeah, and that's part of the platform of being a pro, right? And using you're the celebrity that you have built through your time in college and in the NFL to try to help others. How did you learn to start doing these sorts of things in the community, to want to reach out, to want to hold a camp? Was there an older person in your life, a mentor, that explained to you how important it is and what a positive thing it is that you're doing in the community?
Not really. Just where I grew up at, which is Staten Island, New York. There's not a lot of pro athletes where I'm from. Well, really, there's really nobody. There was only about 2 pro athletes that came from Staten Island that I've never really seen come back and do something for us. So I just always wanted to be the one to come back and make that more of a habit for everybody.
There you go. You mentioned Staten Island. Too many NFL players have come out of there, so you're probably feeling like you're a good representative from the area, right?
Yeah, of course. I'm trying to open up the gates for everybody from Staten Island because, there's, like you said, not too many pro athletes there. So I'm just trying to make a new trend, as you would say.
Dominique, I look at this really as far as you as a player, almost like your rookie season, because, you played some last year, but you were still coming off the ACL. You ended your season on injured reserve. Wondering, in 2014, what were some of the biggest things that you were able to get out of your rookie year with the Patriots?
Just the relationships, really. The relationships that I built with the guys, the people that I met, and just, like a lot of people's dreams is to play in the NFL. So just that dream.
Chatting with Dominique Easley, defensive lineman of the New England Patriots. Right now, obviously you had to overcome a lot with your knee and all that from last year. You saw some action. Where are you right now as far as your health and your availability for training camp?
I'll be fully ready for training camp. I'm still in the rehab process, kind of. I'm running and everything. So, by the time training camp comes, I'll be fully ready to go.
Excellent. Dominique, you, Malcolm Brown, got some big shoes to fill. I'm not telling you anything you don't know with Vince Wilfork moving down to the Houston Texans. How do you reflect upon Vince as a person, as a mentor maybe, as a leader on this team, because he meant so much to that Patriots organization?
That was probably one of the closest relationships that I had with anybody on the team was with Vince. And, he's a good guy, he tries to help you in every which way. And we have a lot to relate about just because I went to Florida and he's from Florida and he went to Miami. So, there was a little bit of arguments between that, but, friendly arguments. But, his work ethic it shows for itself on the field. and his work ethic in the community shows for itself off the field. So, I mean, he's just somebody that you would, I wouldn't say want to be exactly like, but just try to be a good role model just like him.
Chatting with Dominique Easley from the New England Patriots. Of course, you can follow at Dominique Easley on Twitter. Dominique, I know, you've probably been asked about it a million times, and we're going to ask you about it here as far as, and again, a lot has been speculated, a lot talked about. I want to hear just from your context, was the issue of the balls actually brought up at all during that AFC Championship game? Were you guys made aware of that at all?
No, the only thing that was really brought up was that we have nothing to do with it. Like it's being taken care of by whoever's being taken care of. Like we just go on about our day every day, like nothing's really going on, which it isn't in our sense, in our knowledge.
Right. I want to ask you about Jimmy Garoppolo because last year he came in with your rookie class, and because you do all the rookie symposiums and so many things together, you got to know this guy a bit. What can you tell us about him? What can you tell us about his personality? And also, if you practiced against him, what makes him a good player?
He just always wants to learn. He's always open of getting better. Like he always tries to be ahead of everybody. Like he has a great person to follow behind, and he's always on his tail. So, I mean, his goal is to be the best that he could possibly be, and that's what you want in any quarterback.
And the possibility is that Tom may, sit a game even up to 4 games, depending if the suspension is upheld. Is he ready to be the guy? Should he have to start?
I mean, whatever decision happens, it happens. Like I'm pretty sure he's working to be that guy if he needs to be, and I'm pretty sure he'll do great if he is.
Dominique, you have a Super Bowl ring already. Has that hit you? I mean, first year of the NFL, and you've gotten this sort of thing. I mean, what was that like, obviously watching from a little bit from a distance, but knowing that your contributions helped the Patriots win a world championship?
I mean, it was great, but it wasn't great, just not to be able to play in the game. But, I mean, like a lot of people work for their whole really NFL career, and some don't even get it. So just to come in my rookie year and be a part of a great team like that is a blessing.
Dominique Easley with us from the New England Patriots, and the way the game ended, too, with Malcolm making that big play and all that. There's still sort of that element, I guess if you're a Seahawks fan, why are they calling that play? But from your aspect, I can imagine is, hey, it was a great play. We made it. We are the champions, right?
Mm-hmm. Like the game is itself. Whatever happens in the game, it happens. Like you can't go back and change it. And I mean, he made a great play. He worked hard all year to be in that position, and he deserved it every last bit of it.
Yeah, Malcolm Brown, I tell you, another member of the 2014 Patriots rookie class. Hey, I have one more question for you, Dominique. It concerns a fellow Gator. It concerns Dante Fowler Jr. And I tell you what, his enthusiasm on the field reminded me a lot of when you played at Florida. A guy, great energy all the time on the football field. Unfortunately, he gets hurt in practice and is going to be out his rookie year. Have you had a chance to talk with Dante and maybe give him a little bit of advice on what to expect his first year in the NFL?
Yeah, I mean, when it happened, he called me later on that day. I tried to call him, but obviously he was probably getting an MRI, going through some type of medical issue. Then he called me back and asked if he was good. He was like, yeah, I didn't see you go through worse. I didn't see you go through everything that you went through. So, I mean, ain't nothing like this. Ain't nothing to me. So, I mean, he's in a real good place. He's not down about nothing. He just knows he has a chance to come back even better. And he knows he is. And I know he is.
Dominique, before we let you go, and again, we'll let you talk about the fibromyalgia event once again towards the end here. Now, everybody's saying, again, just one more question on this Deflategate thing from the aspect of people are going to say, you guys are already probably motivated to try to repeat. With depending how the verdict comes out, does this give you more fuel to the fire to say, hey, let's go out and win this again with all the critics watching us?
I mean, our feud's going to be at top level regardless, just because that's how Bill trains us to be, So, I mean, regardless of what goes on, we have one goal, which every other NFL team has a goal. It's just whether or not who works harder for it.
All right, well said. Again, the event coming up to raise awareness for fibromyalgia.
Yes, this event is actually coming up for the football community, and so a lot of people can understand the seriousness in this illness that nobody really has heard of or thought about. So, I mean, I just want everybody to realize that mostly women, go through serious pain that nobody's not really trying to, I won't say fix, but cure. And I want people out there to actually try to do something about it, so women won't have to go through this.
Yep, and obviously we'll get that information out. It's Sunday, July 19th, Champs Camp, Dominique Easley. And, again, we'll get more information on that for you. Dominique, always great to have you on the show. Thanks for the time today, and we good luck in not only with the camp but also with the Patriots in 2015.
Thank you for having me.